If I said the ending of Arcane Season 2 was a lot, I'd be underselling it. I think Act 3, Episodes 7 to 9 is one of the most ambitious and bold storytelling I've ever seen. It asks a lot from the audience, maybe too much at times. When I watched the finale, I felt shocked, confused, satisfied, at times unsatisfied, and everything in between. It reminded me of a similar experience I had way back in 2014 when I watched Interstellar for the first time in theaters. I knew what I was watching was ambitious and bold, but I'll be honest. When I first saw Interstellar, I wasn't its biggest fan. I really liked it, but over the years, my appreciation for it has grown so much that it's now one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm not sure if the same thing will happen with the ending of Arcane Season 2. Again, I did like it. I think it's still great. In fact, I loved some aspects of it, but there were also parts I didn't enjoy as much. What stood out though was how they ended Victor and Jace's story. It was amazing. Without spoiling anything, I'd say if you look at everything in Arcane, including season 1, this is their story. A story of their friendship, a story of progress, and a commentary on humanity. Yes, Vi and Jinx play an essential part, and their story feels personal. You could argue that this is a tale about the two sisters. And that was so important in a story that goes cosmic and even meta sometimes, to have that emotional pull. I think Arcane Season 2 could have benefited from 3 more episodes. Just another act to flesh out a few things more. Some storylines, like Mel's and her mother's, felt like they had more potential. That said, what we got was still great. It's just that the bar Arcane has set for itself is so high that even minor flaws stand out. This is the first time I've had any complaints about Arcane from season 1 till now. I believe the ending of Arcane 2 tried to pull off an Attack on Titan. It succeeded in some areas and fell short in others. The ending isn't perfect. It has its flaws, and I think most viewers will notice them. Let me also preface this by saying I'm not a League of Legends fan. There might have been some moments in the finale that League fans would appreciate more than I did, but even as someone unfamiliar with the game, I enjoyed the fights. I don't think the fights themselves have any problems. They were cool and resolved a lot of things. However, emotionally, the finale could have hit harder in some of the storylines. Look, I cried. There's a moment that absolutely broke me, but I think they could have earned even more emotional payoff with some of the stories that ran simultaneously. What they did with Echo was fantastic though, and I have a lot of positive things to say overall. I think the ending is great, it's just not perfect. When a show is this great, the flaws stand out more. That's why this review might come across as more critical than it really is. Even so, Arcane remains one of the greatest animated shows of all time. However, if there are only 2 seasons, and because the ending didn't quite deliver the way I hoped, I wouldn't rank it among the best shows ever made. One last thing I wanted to highlight is the fact that Arcane Season 2 didn't play it safe. They could have gone with a simpler story, a safer ending, but they chose to push boundaries and trust their audience. I appreciate that boldness. Like Interstellar, maybe this ending will age like fine wine. Who knows? I might rewatch it and realize I was wrong, and Arcane Season 2's ending is actually one of the best things ever. For now though, I'll say it's a very solid ending, just not a perfect one. If you like this video, please do like and subscribe, and many thanks for watching.